Some fighters bend time, others read it, and a rare few can punish you for every mistake you've made across every timeline.
And then there's the skeleton, who looks like he hasn't slept since the universe started. Sans, the laid-back skeleton with a dangerous connection to judgment and timelines.
And Silver the Hedgehog, the psychic hedgehog from a ruined future who fights like reality is his punching bag. Hey guys, it's me Rayman, and this is a Glitter Bowl.
I have a gun.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, powers, and skills to find out who'd win a death battle.
At first glance, Sam seems like a lazy skeleton who spends his days making bad jokes, sleeping, and avoiding work. Alongside his brother Papyrus, he appears harmless and carefree. However, beneath that relaxed attitude is someone who understands more about the world than almost anyone else in Undertale. Through various hints in the game, Sam appears to have knowledge of timelines, alternate realities, and the strange phenomenon of resets that allow history itself to be written. Unlike most monsters, Sam seems to be aware that events can happen over and over again. Imagine living in a world where every friendship, accomplished, or failure could be erased at any moment by someone resetting time. This realization left Sans feeling hopeless about trying to change things, which is likely why he appeared so unmotivated. Instead, he focuses on enjoying the small moments in life, spending time with friends, looking after Papyrus, and finding reasons to smile despite knowing how fragile everything is. That changes during the genocide route. After witnessing the destruction of the underground and the deaths of those he cares about, Sans finally decides to fight. Even though he knows the odds are against him, he becomes the final line of defense between the player and complete destruction of his world. At his core, Sans is a character defined not by power, but by his willingness to stand and do the right thing when it matters most.
Silver the Hedgehog comes from a future that has been devastated by disaster. Cities have been destroyed, civilization struggles to survive, and the world is consistently threatened by destruction. Growing up in harsh environments, Silver witnessed the consequences of catastrophe firsthand and became determined to prevent such tragedies from happening again. His desire to save the future eventually leads him to travel through time. During the events of Sonic 2006, Silver manipulated into believing that Sonic the Hedgehog is responsible for the destruction of his world. Although he intentionally hunts Sonic, Silver quickly changes sides once he learns the truth. This shows that one of his greatest strengths as his character is willing to admit when he is wrong and fight for what is truly right. Silver's signature ability, psychokinesis, which allows him to manipulate objects and enemies through his mind. Over time, he masters these powers, using them for combat, defense, flight, and battlefield control. As he gains experience, Silver grows from an experienced time traveler into a true protector of future. Despite coming from one of the darkest timelines in the Sonic universe, he never loses hope and continues fighting to ensure that others can have a better tomorrow.
Abilities. Karma effect. Sans attacks inflict a unique effect often referred to as karma damage. Mechanically, it applies damage over time, bypasses normal defense scaling, and punishes accumulated wrongdoing. The more destructive the opponent has been, the more effective it becomes. Teleportation. Sans can instantly teleport himself and others in short-range bursts, repositioning in combat, dodging attacks, and battlefield manipulation. Bone manipulation. Sans can generate bones from the battlefield, spikes from ground, horizontal bone barrages, trapping formations. These act as both offensive and terrain control. Gaster blasters. Large energy skulls construct that fire concentrated beams of destructive force. Mechanics. Delayed charge up, high burst damage, can be fired in rapid sequences. Telekinetic soul control. Sans can directly manipulate the opponent's soul, forcing movements, patterns, and restricting control temporarily. Feats. Survives repeated timeline resets, outspeeds and outmaneuvers opponents physically stronger than him, nearly defeats a player-level entity despite overwhelming disadvantage, holds the line as the final judgment against world-ending genocide. Limitation. Sans stamina is extremely limited, extended combat quickly drains him.
Abilities. Telekinesis. Silver's primary power allows him to manipulate objects and enemies using psychic force. Mechanics. Lifts massive structures, throws enemies mid-air, creates defensive barriers and reshapes battlefield terrain. Psychic field control. Silver can suspend objects in mid-air, create floating debris fields, and compress objects into high-impact projectiles. Physic combat speed. Silver reacts at superhuman speed using telekinesis as both defense and offense simultaneously. Energy manipulation. Silver can augment attacks with psychic energy bursts for enhanced damage. Super Silver transformation. When empowered by the Chaos Emeralds, Silver becomes Super Silver. Super Silver's abilities: Chaos Energy Manipulation. This gives him flight, near invulnerability, massively enhanced strength and speed, and energy aura attacks. Reality resistant durability. Super forms in the Sonic universe grant resistance to most physical and energy-based damage. Extreme energy output. Capable of matching other super forms like supersonic level threats. The feats that Silver has accomplished is that he battled reality-ending threats from the future, competes with high-tier speedsters like Sonic and Shadow, and cosmic entities, and also has survived catastrophic timeline-level destruction scenarios. Oh man, what am I gonna do now? I'm so hungry. Huh? What was that?
Huh? Where am I? Who are you?
Hey, chill, hombre.
What are you guys doing?
I have a gun.
Whoa. Hey man, you don't gotta do this.
Man, I'm hungry. Hey, do any of you guys have any food?
Food? I got you. I got empanadas, conchas, tacos, pozole.
Yeah, I'm kinda hungry too.
Yeah, I'm too hungry to fight.
How about we go back to my spaceship and I cook up y'all some food?
And thus we meet two new friends of Rayman, Glurble and Bondursaman. The friends of Rayman. Well, newly found friends, but that's besides the point. Come back next time on Death Battle to find out more and see what happens next time on Death Battle. Alright, the combatants are set. We ran through all the different data possibilities. It's time for a death battle! Whoa. This isn't the future. Or the past.
Hey,
Who are you?
just a guy.
Well, something's wrong with this place. Are you responsible?
Nah, but I do know who actually is, though.
You do? Well, tell me.
I can't,
What? You can't? Why?
because you're standing right in front of me.
You think I'm a threat?
Let's just say that I know a lot about timelines and stuff, and I know you don't belong here.
If you're standing in my way, I'll force you.
Well, you're welcome to try. Huh, you almost got me there. Oh, crap.
Take this!
Give me a break.
You're mine!
Yawn. It's useless trying to hit me, to be honest. Told you. It's you. Oh, shoot.
It's no use!
Oh, crap, Nugget. Looks like psychokinesis is his whole thing. Stay there. I'm gonna make sure you get hit with this one.
I can't move!
I'm getting tired of your tricks. Those aren't gonna work on me. Oh, crap.
He has more of these things!
Damn, he got me in every corner. Where can I go? There's nowhere I can go. I gotta think of something quick.
Time to end this.
No, I have to save the future. No, it's no use.
I should take care of it. No.
It's no use. It's no use.
Or are you just gonna sit there and say that all day? That was close.
That trick won't work on me again. Crap. It's no use.
He took on a Ghost Buster head blow. That should have worn him out, right? Oh, crap. Well, I got one last resort.
It's time for my strongest move. Ha! This again. It's no use. Shoot. Shoot. Where'd he go? It's no use. Well, I guess you won. I'm sorry it had to be this way. But I have a mission, and I must make sure my future is brighter than ever. Hopefully we can meet in the next life. But it's unfortunate. Rest in peace.
Hey, Papyrus. Let's go to Grobius.
Sorry, Skeleton Man, but I have a job to do.
KO! At first glance, Sans appears to have several advantages that could make him extremely dangerous for Silver. His teleportation, soul manipulation, karma effect, and evasiveness have allowed him to challenge opponents far stronger than himself. However, when we examine how their abilities actually interact, Silver consistently held the edge in areas that mattered most.
Let's start with raw power. Sans' offensive arsenal consists primarily of bones and gaster blasters. While dangerous, these attacks are designed around wearing opponents down through continuous pressure and karma damage rather than overwhelming force. Karma works by inflicting damage over time and punishing those who have accumulated large amounts of violence and wrongdoing. Against a genocide route player, this is devastating because Sans is effectively exploiting the player's history of killing. His telekinesis has restricted giant monsters, manipulated massive structures, and fought enemies capable of threatening entire timelines.
The problem is that Silver regularly fights opponents operating on vastly larger scales.
Once Super Silver enters the equation, the gap becomes even larger. The Chaos Emerald dramatically amplifies Silver's power, durability, and energy output, allowing him to contend with threats far beyond anything seen in Undertale.
Speed and mobility. This was easily Sans' strongest category. Teleportation allows him to instantly reposition and avoid incoming attacks. His entire fighting style revolves around forcing opponents to miss while he continuously chips away at them. In Undertale, Sans survives not because he's durable, but because he's incredibly difficult to hit.
Which is honestly one of the most annoying superpowers ever.
However, Silver possesses an important counter. His telekinesis doesn't require physical contact. He doesn't need to chase down Sans. He can control the battlefield itself. Debris, terrain, and environmental objects all manipulated simultaneously. Over time, Silver could create increasingly large attack zones that limit Sans' escape options. Furthermore, Super Silver possesses massively enhanced reaction speed and aerial mobility. Eventually, Sans will be forced to expend more and more stamina to avoid being trapped.
And unlike the player in Undertale, Silver doesn't have to keep running into the attacks to figure them out.
Third category, abilities and win conditions. This is where the fight becomes particularly interesting. Sans possesses several unconventional abilities. Soul manipulation. Sans can exert force directly on an opponent's soul, affecting movement and positioning. Against many opponents, this can create openings for devastating attack chains. Karma. As previously mentioned, Karma bypasses traditional defense and continuously damages the opponent over time. Teleportation. Allows Sans to avoid direct confrontation.
That's a nasty toolkit, so why didn't it work?
Because Silver's abilities naturally counter many of Sans' win conditions. Silver's telekinesis gives him constant battlefield control. He can attack from every direction simultaneously. He can create barriers, he can suspend enemies, and most importantly, he can apply pressure without needing direct physical contact. That greatly reduces the effectiveness of Sans' evasiveness strategy. Then there's Super Silver. The Chaos Emerald transformation boosts every aspect of Silver's capabilities, while granting him enormous resilience against energy attacks and environmental hazards. At that point, Sans' biggest weakness becomes impossible to ignore. His stamina, every dodge, every teleport, every attack, every gaster blaster consumes energy. And unlike Silver, Sans has repeatedly demonstrated that he eventually tires out.
Which is exactly what happened in Undertale. He wasn't beaten because he got outsmarted, he got beaten because eventually he couldn't keep going.
Sans certainly had paths to victory. His speed, teleportation, and karma could make the fight difficult, especially during the opening stages. However, Silver's superior power, telekinetic battlefield control, and eventually access to Super Silver gave him too many answers to Sans' strategy. As the battle continued, Sans would be forced to spend more energy avoiding increasingly overwhelming attacks. And once fatigue set in, Silver only needed one single opportunity. The winner is Silver the Hedgehog.
Looks like Silver finally put that skeleton in the bone zone. This thing, yeah.
Next time on Death Battle.